Hello everyone, tonight as you can see, we're doing some cooking simulator, and immediately as soon as I start talking, the thing, Nightbot switches over to a much louder song. It's night, tonight's the night before Thanksgiving, which means it's time for the annual cooking simulator Thanksgiving meal prep stream. Which I need to just one thing, as it looks like our menu for tonight needs a little bit of helping with being visible. There we go. Alright, so I have set up a menu of 9 dishes, 3 main courses, 3 sides, and 3 desserts. I started with just, classic. When crafting this menu, I started with just a classic, like turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, apple pie, banana pudding. Then it's like, I need new things. So I also added in, as I also did a bit of research, an ambrosia salad, which is apparently popular in the South. Although I've never had it, despite being from North Carolina. Rolls are apparently popular. There is a Thanksgiving side dish, and toast slash grilled cheese, because grilled cheese was the one recipe that I knew when I did last year's cooking simulator stream, because I actually know 2 recipes now, which is twice as many as I did before, because I know how to make quesadillas now. But I figured toast to bring in some of that Charlie Brown energy, because I'm not sure, because I doubt there's jelly beans in Cooking Simulator, seeing as how it doesn't even have turkey, the last I saw. And I'm not sure if it has any system for popping popcorn, or if it even has corn for that matter. Alright, I have no idea how much of my introduction to the stream actually went through, because OBS's connection to Twitch just kind of went kaput. But it seems to be fine now. I just had to start up and start stream. I will stitch my introduction onto the rest of the VOD if it's there. Otherwise, I guess I'll just get right into it. Because I'm not gonna worry about repeating that whole thing. Especially since, in the hopefully stitched VOD, it'll be kind of redundant. Like, maybe we'll go over it again later, just for, people that joined later. For now, let's start up a new sandbox game in the modern kitchen. Because for the turkey, the stuffing, and the toast, and maybe the rolls, you probably won't need anything more advanced than what is available in the base game. Which this year we might be able to have more stuffing without warping reality. Because I have more RAM in my computer than I did last year, so maybe, you know, if RAM was a factor in that whole situation. Actually, I think that this is a different kitchen than we started with last time. Maybe it'll be harder to, you know, rip the door to the oven and off its hinges, especially since I'm not even entirely sure where the oven is. Is this it? Because that's the microwave. Yeah, I mean, it says baking, so surely these are ovens. Here's a stovetop, completely separate from the ovens. Alright, so let's, I guess, first see what our selection of meats looks like. You know, got beef, chicken, and pork, sausage, cod, trout, more pork, more fish. Yep, more pork, some burgers, and some duck. Is any of that new? Oh, thanks for the follow, Braxman68. I think the best thing is probably to see if we can just browse through the recipes. Please see. Alright, barbecue. Maybe this will tell us. Does it show any new ingredients from the barbecue update? Apparently, fruit salad is a new recipe in the barbecue update. Or maybe it was always here and it's just in the barbecue section for some reason. Yeah, I mean, there's still... I guess we can just do chicken. I believe last time we did a cockatrice is, but you know, we can just sort of have a mix of poultry for this year. You know, just grab one of every kind of poultry in this entire fridge. But you know, one bird worth of meat is gonna have 2 breasts and two legs at least. And that's the only kind of poultry you've got is chicken and duck. That's a microwave. Definitely don't want to try and cook our equivalent of a turkey in the microwave. I have no idea how long to cook this for, or even. Okay, so it just defaulted to baking at 220 degrees Celsius, so I'm I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't know how to change the settings on this oven. Alright, so now let's see, the next easiest thing to do is gonna be the toast. For that we need bread. Here we go. Where we can just order whatever. We only really need one loaf of bread for just. Oh, cool. But somehow setting one knife down caused the other, caused another knife to just sort of spasm out of its spot. Right, that is bread is evenly cut as I'm going to be able to get it. This looks like a grill. Yeah, just put the bread directly on the stove. Somehow it's managing to stand up on its own. That must be some pretty hard bread. Or maybe I just cut it a bit too thick. Now we don't need to toast the ends of the bread. Now we can just set that down. We'll just use these for stuffing later. Now, if only I was capable of carrying more than one slice of bread at once. I think to be able to do that, I would have needed to have been cutting it on something other than just a counter. check in with our poultry. Okay, so it looks like some of it was in there a little too long. So we'll just have to... I kind of thought since it automatically set things for me, it might have also automatically stopped when it was done. But I guess not. Which, I mean, it is all in varying states of done. I think we need multiple eyes in order to hold all of this bread. Since that first eye is starting to run out of room a little bit. Now let's get the toasting started. So some of these aren't close enough to the eye to cook. There we go. Those should start cooking pretty well soon. Alright, so some of the bread has already managed to turn to ash. That is from the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like that's just kind of gonna be the theme for tonight. It is just kind of burning things by mistake. And this particular slice just refuses to cook. Yeah, we managed to get pretty much exactly like two actual like slices of toast. Oh, apparently I had the oven running open this entire time. Now these bits of poultry should actually have a chance to cool off a little bit so that we can actually handle them. And probably should have used one of these baking trays, but you know. So now we need bread. This is time for the last thing that we can make in the standard kitchen, which is the stuffing. Alright, okay, this is the food processor. So I'm not gonna... bother with... Yeah, might as well just turn this off. I'm not gonna bother trying to... like... cut the bread into individual croutons by hand this time. I'm just gonna immediately start putting in the food processor as soon as it will let me. Oh, maybe I need to just take the... Yeah, there we go. I just need to take... the food processor or container off. And now I can put all of my bread in there. And hopefully what results will not warp reality around itself. Now, is there a lid anywhere that I need to put on this thing? Nope. Okay, so we're certainly not getting a reality warping effect. Instead, the bread just turned into nothing. Oh, I think the automatic cutter was what I used last time, not the food processor. The food processor just makes blend, unless you're doing an actual recipe that is recognized by the game. There we go. I think two loaves worth of bread should be more than enough. Especially so that we don't create any like gravitational pull or anything. Oh, we can just put all of those in at once. Nope, we've definitely, despite my additional little RAM and everything, getting even just 2 loaves worth of nice bread is enough to cause a bit of lag. Let's just get the big pot. Yeah, flip it completely over to get all of the bread in there. Gotta start clearing some of our attempts at toast out of the way. Somehow a lot of this burnt bread is still too hot to handle. Our actual successful toast isn't, but the burnt stuff is. Some of our successful toast just fell on the floor. I mean, this meal is probably already not fit for human consumption, and so it doesn't really matter if some of it was on the floor. I believe there's stuff that you're supposed to add, like spices and everything. One thing they definitely need is celery. I think there's usually celery seed in there as well. Just see if I can find a recipe online, because this game doesn't recognize any stuffing as a recipe, so gotta kind of improvise. Alright, we can't put celery seed in there because it doesn't exist. It is at least not in this kitchen. It doesn't look like actual celery exists here either. I'm just gonna pull up a web browser to see, what kind of stuff do we need to add into this. I believe there's at least one liquid involved, so guess I can go ahead and switch to that tab. opening up Opera made my microphone capture momentarily freak out. Alright, we've got Simpla's best stuffing from Bon Appetit. Now I don't want to become a member. Alright, so we need 3/4, we need 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter plus more for which apparently this recipe wants us to put in a baking dish, but I think the pot's gonna be fine. After all, this is gonna be stovetop stuffing. Partly because, well, I guess technically we do have an oven available because I didn't rip any of their doors off the hinges this time. And we've got 2 ovens. Okay, it's starting to look like there isn't any butter. We've got milk, sour cream, coconut milk, and chicken broth. But no butter. I think that's in a different kitchen. And alright, we've already got bread. So we need 2.5 cups of chopped yellow onions. Well, we just have onion. So that's gonna have to do. Gotta grab the container of this. Alright, how many grams in a cup? 250 grams. Grams is 1 cup. So we're gonna need multiple onions. So we're gonna need about, alright, so that's about a cup. So 3 onions should do the job. And just dump all that into the pot. So next is, we don't have celery. I believe we do have parsley, however. I'm not seeing any signs of parsley either. Well, we do have parsley root. But when it's parsley, which I think is going to be as in like leaves. It doesn't seem like we've got any options for parsley. Unless there's something up here. And now we've got... don't have any options for parsley. Sage. Need 2 tablespoons chopped fresh sage. Don't have any fresh sage. I'm willing to bet we don't have any sage. Period. Nope. No sage either, so... Now, rosemary and thyme we can do. And once 1 tablespoon each of chopped fresh rosemary and thyme. Fortunately, we don't have it fresh. It's 14.3 grams in a tablespoon, so just set this to 5 grams mode. Alright, so that's a little bit more than a tablespoon, but it'll be hard to take any of that out. That was rosemary, so we need thyme. Oh, I see. We actually added a lot more rosemary than we needed, I think. Now it looks like... yeah, because that's 16 grams are separate from everything else. That's not counting the rosemary that got on other things. Alright, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Which I'm not sure how... which apparently, judging by how kosher pickles work, kosher salt is just salt that's prepared in some traditional Jewish way. Because kosher laws mostly just apply to meat. Alright, 2 teaspoons. Yeah, there's 3 teaspoons and a tablespoon, so that would mean that we just need 5. Need 10 grams. Grams of salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I believe we have at least pepper. Yep, there we go, black pepper. You know, all of these common seasonings. Things that are, you know, easily being provided. You know, the things that are used for recipes that the game actually supports. Alright, 2.5 cups low sodium chicken broth. Now it's divided. Well, we have chicken broth. Let's see if I can maybe even get a measuring cup for this. Of course not. Of course the game doesn't have a basic tool like a measuring cup. Alright, so we need to about a quarter of this thing. And because it's 1 liter. I have no idea. I believe that's enough. Because unfortunately I don't know the metric system super well, being an American. And so or we need 2.5 cups, so we actually need a little bit more than that. Alright, that should be enough. Hopefully that chicken broth spill doesn't like burst into flames or something when we turn the eye on. And finally we need 2 large eggs. And that is mozzarella. Alright. This is the one size egg we have. Yeah, I should probably crack the egg first. Just before I just go and dunk it in the pot. Now, how do I get the game to mechanically let me do that? And what is this thing for? I guess maybe some kind of trophy or something? Oh, maybe that's for the chaos tool that I don't have. Alright, it helps to close your door. It helps to close your drawers before you try to close your doors. Usually crack eggs on a bowl, right? So let's see if it'll let me do that with this one. Nope. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I just cracked it with my bare hands. Alright, egg number 2, because we need 2 large eggs. Just crack it with my bare hands, and then... and get this baby cooking. Oh, and I'm only just now realizing, because I wanted to check how loud this was on the capture, that I've had the game itself muted this entire time. Alright, I think I'm just gonna let it go until bread is done cooking. Although, really, we should probably have it go until the egg is done cooking. But the bread might be burnt by the time that happens, seeing as how the egg has not even started to cook. Well, the eggs, because, you know, there's 2 of them in there. The mixture is coming along nicely. Let's see, is there any kind of, like, stirring implement that I can get? I think there's at least a ladle. Oh, got some skewers. There's a spatula. We've got this thing. Like a handheld blender. Alright, so that seems to have done a good job at turning a lot of our bread into just mixture. In fact, it dissolved one of our eggs entirely. Alright, the bread is starting to burn. You know, if we want this thing to be anywhere near safe for human consumption, we need this egg to be cooked thoroughly. Alright, and that should be good. And let's just set that there. Grab our 2 slices of toast. And our poultry that is only probably just recently become safe to handle. Which, you know, I probably could have, you know, handled this a lot earlier if it wasn't insisting on, you know, grabbing everything with my bare hands. Alright, there we go. We've got a nice screenshot. And now... time to just save this. Because we need to... Wait, hold on. There's one more thing that we need to... we might have to do in this kitchen. Because I know most of this other stuff we need to go to... like, confectionery shop to make. See if I can figure out if there's even a way to make ambrosia salad in this game. Right, frozen whip topping yogurt, coconut, oranges, pineapple, cherries, pecans, and marshmallows. I think that's gonna have to be a thing for the confectionery shop because most of that is gonna be in there instead. I mean, sandbox mode in the confectionery, not new game just in cakes and cookies. It sounds like ambrosia salad is meant more as a dessert than in a main course. It looks like you just take whipped topping and yogurt, or coconut, oranges, pineapple, cherries, pecans, and marshmallows and just kind of mix them all together. So that should be fairly simple to achieve, provided that we have all those things. I'm willing to bet we at least don't have the pineapple. See, here we have butter because, you know, it's designed for making baked goods. We do have yogurt. So that's something. And we do have the yogurt to work with. In fact, we've got a couple different kinds. Right, yogurt, orange, which magically peeled itself. Cherries are probably... We've got dried cranberries. So we can set these dispensers. Coconut shreds, it gets a coconut handled. We can probably just use icing as a replacement for the whipped topping. I'm not seeing any signs of cherries anywhere. Or marshmallows. You'd think at least marshmallows would be an option. Oh, and apparently I could have included noted jelly beans. Oh, and apparently there was already a thing set up for the coconut shreds. Well, we could always just use strawberries instead. So now we need something to mix it all in. That's a deep plate. I think that'll work super well. We need is just like a bowl or something. And there we go, bowl. Is there a knife anywhere that we can use it? Yeah, there we go. Just gotta grab a knife. Because you don't want a whole bunch of strawberry stems in our ambrosia salad. It would be great if I could, grab multiple strawberries at a time. So that I wouldn't have to just continually go back and forth. To get just one strawberry, pop it into the bowl, and then grab another strawberry. Managed to accidentally slice the orange. Yeah, just managed to slice it cleanly in half. Without even trying. Meanwhile, these strawberries are eluding me. Come on, strawberry. Right, there we go. Took like 5 tries, but I managed to separate the strawberry from its stem. I think that's enough strawberries. So we're basically just making like one serving of this ambrosia salad. Okay, grab all of our orange slices. Because which somehow we had to cut those with a knife, whereas we're able to crack eggs with our bare hands and just sort of hold them. think one orange might have been too much. But at least nothing seems to be escaping. Right now, as soon as it'll let me like set this down. Alright, you know what? Yogurt's just gonna have to do. Oh, why is it soupy? Why is the yogurt a liquid? Or I guess more, why is yogurt this liquidy? Because usually it's a bit more solid than that. Okay, I think that's enough yogurt. Since basically everything in here was drowned in the yogurt. And then we'll add some coconut and some jelly beans to just kind of take the place of the marshmallows. I think strawberry might have escaped. No, it's just poking out, but it didn't actually escape. What did happen was I spilled some yogurt. This certainly looks nothing like the picture. Didn't even check for pecans. Cinnamon, coconut shreds, jelly beans, raisins, hazelnuts, white pearls, pink pearls, blueberry, coconut shreds, and cranberries. Speaking of cranberries, it's time to make cranberry sauce. Unless I think. Let's get a deep plate in our bowl. Just gonna pour some dried cranberries. I think 200 grams will be enough. I think we lost like a single cranberry. And of course, the cranberry physics continue to be broken. Oh, they actually stopped. Well, for a moment they stopped. As soon as I... Somehow making this other bowl vibrate? Yeah, I think it is. I think the bizarre quantum tunneling properties of the cranberries also affects other other substances with bowls. So that's interesting. Oh, also, maybe use pastry syringe. And just get icing? No, apparently not. Alright, I'm not even gonna touch the cranberries. They're just gonna have to be dried cranberries rather than cranberry sauce. Which, I mean, it's not like the game will ever recognize as cranberry sauce anyway. Okay, so... oh, I guess we just... move on to... let's just get the things that the game is not going to recognize out of the way, and make some just like basic banana pudding. Which means I need bananas. Fortunately, they peel themselves right out of the fridge. Three bananas should do the trick. Gonna use vanilla extract after. Next soon. Alright, just gonna put a bit of that in the bananas. Alright, now we have mixture that contains... it technically contains bananas and vanilla extract as much as it doesn't register it as such. Why do I have a decay option for just spinning this around? Well, that made way more than this one bowl can contain. Oh, we've apparently got a whole bunch of little animals. I wonder, what can I do with all these little, like, figures and mirrors and whatnot? I was just looking in here to see if... oh, interesting. You can apparently stand on the drawers sometimes. I like approach them just right. Now, do we have anything that's roughly equivalent to a vanilla wafer? I think there was some kind of cookies. These I could put in there last year. Just not entirely sure where to get those. Not from there, that's for sure. Usually usually in sandbox mode there's an option for just ordering things. Think oh yeah, I think this is how you order things. But none of this is what I'm looking for. You know what? I don't think the vanilla wafers are even gonna make a... I think it's even gonna make a visible difference on the mixture. Or it'll probably just sink to the bottom, so... Because, you know, it's registered as just a liquid rather than a pudding. So I guess let's move on to the things that some of which, at least some of them might actually have in-game recipes. Alright, this bread looks to be the closest we can get to actually making rolls. So pastry flour, there's salt, and baker's yeast. Use an empty bowl, a kneading machine bowl. Pastry flour. These are all seasonings. And there's plenty of stacks of flour, but none of them are actually the pastry flour that you use to do the thing. I guess I'm just gonna have to... I think... Oh, it's right here. Alright, ended up with a little bit more than we needed. Alright, 10 grams of salt, 30 grams of baker's yeast. Alright, salt. That's 10 grams right there. And baker's yeast. Doesn't look like baker's yeast is up there. Looks like it's probably in here. Yep, there we go. 100 grams of baker's yeast. Well, that's 100 grams. I guess I need to slice it. Alright, 36 grams is going to be good enough. Now that just means our bread will be a little, our rolls will be a little extra fluffy. Right, and grab the paddle. Seems I have to remove the bowl before I can then attach it. It makes using paddle attachment. We've got pastry, hay flour, and mixture in here now. It's the same kneading machine bowl. 200 milliliters water, and 100 milliliters of olive oil. Got water right here. It's 200 milliliters. Yeah, pour that in. It's about enough. I think that should be enough water. Or probably more than enough. I mean, olive oil. Where is the olive oil? Maple syrup, golden syrup, rum, honey, and peanut oil. Lemon juice is up there. Sunflower oil, chocolate custard, more maple syrup. Where's the olive oil? See if Cook Bay has it. Nope. I need these olive oil, these are all powders. You know, cake flours, sprinkle candies, granulated sugar, pastry flour, or biscuit crumbs and coffee. Which, hey, at least we have we have measuring cups here. We just don't seem to have any olive oil. Oh, apparently if I click on this, I can order oils. Right, there we go. Finally got my olive oil. Just gonna add in 100 milliliters. And that's more than enough. Mix using paddle attachment. Well, I did not mean to mix it twice, but... Alright, it is registering as bread dough. That is a good sign. I need to transfer it over to the round cake pan. Probably be a good idea to have it be, sitting flat. Alright. Dough successfully transferred to cake pan. However, it says... Oh. Okay, that's different. That's different than I thought. I need to fill it. And so that will tell me that it needs to go in for 4 minutes and 50 seconds at 170 degrees Celsius. Right, 170 degrees, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, so it should cook just fine. There's just like a trail of, I assume, mixture. Our banana pudding. So, well, let's actually clean up a little bit. Or not. Okay, there we go. We wait for our bread. Just clean up some of this mess. Make everything look presentable. Alright, still got a bit of time before that finishes. Speaking of time, it looks like I'm gonna be going a little bit longer than usual tonight, since I doubt we can make 2 pies in the span of 15 minutes. Okay, we've only got two recipes remaining. So now we need... Now I need pastry flour, butter, and the hook attachment. Alright, kneading machine bowl. Go over here for pastry flour. How much pastry flour did I need? 300 grams. That's exactly enough. Then I need butter. That's baker's yeast. I don't need that. At least I don't need that. Yeah, I don't think you put yeast in pies. Alright, 100 grams of butter. So half a stick. Well, that'll be enough. I think it's also still on its wrapping. You know, just a check. I mean, there doesn't seem to be a mechanic for unwrapping the butter, so presumably it'll sort itself out. Alright, now we need 100 milliliters of water and 5 grams of salt. I got my trusty salt right here. Around 5 grams. Then water. Milliliters of water. That's more than enough water in there now. So we can move on to... Oh, and I was supposed to mix that with the hook attachment first. First, dang it. Well, you know what? Let's see if I just mix it with the hook attachment now. And then and then mix it again with the paddle attachment. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's all re-registering as pie crust. Never mind. Alright, so now we need pumpkin pie filling made with brown sugar, 250 grams of brown sugar, and 300 grams of egg. Where's the brown sugar? Coffee, biscuit crumbs, pastry flour, granite, and sugar. Or sprinkle candy using cake flour. can just swap out the sprinkle candies for brown sugar. A little bit too much brown sugar. Now we need egg. Alright, our bread came out fine. It's a little on the dry side, but 25% fluffy. Heck, I mean, if we wanted to, we could make more bread. So, 170 degrees again. Okay, well, keeps that set, so now we just need to set it for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Alright, so now back to looking eggs. And we need, yeah, we can still just crack eggs with our bare hands. Just pop these into our brown sugar. So now we have all 300 grams of egg and mixed with paddle attachment. I believe our hook attachment should fall on the floor. Just gonna set that there for now. Alright, so now we just need to add whole milk, heavy cream, nutmeg powder, or ginger, or ground cinnamon, salt, and starch. Kind of weird that's registering as dough, but you know, hopefully it'll sort itself out once we add in all of these ingredients. Right, 60 milliliters. Alright, so that's more than enough milk. 250 milliliters of heavy cream. Alright, managed to get exactly 250 milliliters. Alright, nutmeg powder. There's nutmeg. 2 grams of nutmeg. 5 grams of ginger. Two grams of salt. And 7 grams of cinnamon. There's starch, but where did I set my salt down? We've got more bread. At least we had one successful little recipe tonight. If nothing else. Else we made bread. Right, so now I need... Okay, where's my salt? I've set my salt down somewhere. It's right here. I walked right past it multiple times. I need that back to 1 gram because you only need... Well, this is gonna be a very salty pie. Because I've got 10 times the salt I needed in there. It'll be fine. It'll probably just be a little dry. And I need cinnamon. Right, 7 grams of cinnamon. And have been added. Alright, that should be everything. So now I just need to mix it with the paddle attachment. And then next we add 450 grams of pumpkin cut into 30-gram pieces. Okay, it is starting to register as being pumpkin pie filling, at least. And it's not being given a salty rating, even though it had quite a bit of salt. Need to make smaller pieces. I have no idea if there's an automatic cutting machine in this kitchen at all. Dough dispenser. But that's not really what I need. Yeah, I'm sure these large chunks will be fine. And let's see, the same kneading bowl, whole pumpkin, mixed using paddle attachment. Yeah, see, it just dissolves them anyway. So it is now only registering as mixture. I think this may be where I messed up last time. Yeah, let's see if adding more pumpkin changes it at all. Nope, it's just become more mixture. Oh, transfer pie crust to the round pan. And there. I get the feeling that I might have just sloshed most of it on the counter. Well, I guess just put this attempt at a pie in for 4 minutes and 20 seconds at 140 degrees. Just see what happens. Then, while that cooks, we can start on the last recipe of the night. It was European apple pie, because we don't have a recipe for American apple pie. Just the European one. Right, pastry flour. I go over here for pastry flour. It was 250 grams of pastry flour. And it was 275. Granulated sugar, or 200 grams. Exactly 200 grams. $200 grams of butter, I believe that's 1 stick. Yep. Just pop that in there. And 5 grams of baking powder. interesting that I'm not given the option to set the amount this time. I just had to. Fortunately, each time was just as two, 1 gram each time. Each shake was 1 gram. I need 200. Use the egg separator on 2 eggs. Crack. Oh, do I have to have it still be in its shell? Yep. Where did the egg go? Like I had an egg. Where did it go? All right, there we go. We've got 200 grams of egg separated. So we need to add into the same kneading bowl. Oh, we need to put the paddle attachment. Let's do all of the steps right this time. Mix it with the paddle attachment, then start adding all this extra stuff to it. So we need sour cream, lemon zest, this egg and egg yolk, because it needs extra egg yolk. Hopefully yeah, just grab the egg yolks out of your hand, out of her egg separator with your bare hands. Who needs any kind of implement? Because, fortunately they're weirdly solid, so that makes it easy. Sour cream. Three milliliters of sour cream. It's a little bit too much sour cream. But that will have to do. And 5 grams of lemon zest. That's got right here. I don't need to taste that right now. I need to bring it over. Okay, that's just an egg that that's just egg that I left on the counter. Alright, apple pie crust is ready. Now I need to cut 300 grams of apples into slices of approximately Eat 30 grams. Well, at least a couple of these end up being approximately 30 grams. They're at least a bit closer than my chunks of pumpkin ended up being. I think that's gonna have to be good enough. So I need to put them in a separate mixing bowl. Let's check in on this. Oh, it's better than it was last year because it's actually our homemade actually made a pie shape this time. Like the filling is in there rather than sitting in the round cake pan. It's still just a homemade. You know, let's... we can just place it here. Yeah, I have no idea how these things work. Maybe once I put on this thing, then it would let me... Can you do that? But I guess not. Yeah, you know, we've got a nice homemade what? Who knows? Game certainly doesn't. Right, so now need to add granulated sugar. Or 100 grams. Like it'll be a little extra sweet. Lemon zest and ground cinnamon. Five grams of lemon zest and 15 grams of cinnamon. That's nutmeg, not cinnamon. Right, 15 grams are in there. We're going to mix using the paddle attachment. Well, our apple pie filling touched the floor, but it is apple pie filling, so... No, it's still a success. Right, round cake pan. Good thing it's not occupied by mixture. Or this time around. Put that in there. Seems we've got a little bit of extra pie crust. Right. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, now we just wait for our pie to finish. Can't go outside at all? No, I don't think so. I'm not even entirely sure where the door to this place is. I think this is all windows. I think this is where you would go if you wanted to leave a place like this. You know, while we wait, there's one thing that I want to see if I can do. Like, I want to know what happens if I take this groom here and just like, let's see, let's say I put him on the stove. You know, just like put him in a pot. Seems he is able to escape. Yeah, the pot just does not register that the groom is in there. Ah, but we can't put him in a pan. You know, let's see what happens if we just leave him there for a little bit. Like, does he cook? I mean, the pan doesn't recognize his existence, but... You've also got deep fryer. Well, since it doesn't seem to be registering a change in temperature at all, let's just pop him in the deep fryer and see what happens. Just gonna let that sit for a few minutes. Still got another minute on our pie. He's still completely unaffected. This man is resilient. Alright, because no container registers his existence. We have to figure a way to get him in there while the bowl is already... Lay on the machine. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can. It's a shame there doesn't seem to be any kind of just like food processor or blender I can pop him in. Oh, wait. Come on. Let's see if the advanced controls will help me any. Yeah, there we go. We managed to just drop him in. Oh! He's also more or less impervious. He also cannot be sliced. You cannot enter slicing mode from where he is, and you also cannot slice him when you enter slicing mode via another object. You know what? Clearly he deserves a place. He's on the table. Alright, here's our European apple pie. The one thing that actually registered other than the bread. But you know what? You know what? This guy can just stand on the bread. I think there's actually... Yeah, there's actually a photo mode. There we go. I think that's just about gonna do it for me tonight. Let's load this and see if I can... There's a photo mode I can go into here. Just so I can get the best pictures. Here's the stuff that I can. But we managed to more or less make everything. Even the ambrosia salad, which I did not think we were going to be able to do. Because it looked like it used a lot of stuff that that's, you know, not in the game at first, but as it turns out, a good portion of it actually was. Or at the very least, we were able to make some substitutions. Photo mode is P. yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Next stream is planned. Stream in general is planned for or Thursday. Hey, with Crusader Kings 3. And next Cooking Simulator stream will be next Thanksgiving. But just let's see if I can find somebody. Need raid. Alright, so it looks like there's exactly one other English speaker that's actually playing Cooking Simulator and not Stardew Valley in the Cooking Simulator category for some reason. I'll send them a raid. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Again, next stream in general is planned for Thursday. Which, I mean, technically it's already Thursday, but, so, you know, later today, essentially, you know, the next night, with CK3 and next stream, and next Cooking Simulator stream is planned for next Thanksgiving.